Just missing more. Ooh, look at the fireballs, bro. Bro, I ain't going with you. You just try to have my head cut off, even though I was innocent. You just went along with it, bro. We're very lost.
You're not stopping us this time. Fine. I hope that dragon takes you all to Sovereign Guard. You come on. With me, prisoner. Let's go.
This iced coffee hits perfect. I'm playing Skyrim. So some context while it loads. Basically, ESO finally, and Ultimate Immersion finally, what the hell? Oh no, mod issues, crap.
We'll meet again in Sovereign Guard.
Crap. I gotta reload. So basically, ESO, Ultimate Immersion finally updated their mod to the, with their latest update from Skyrim, because it was broken previously. So I basically reinstalled and finally started playing Skyrim again. This one hand I was playing Outer Worlds and I was playing Fallout because they finally did the vortex for Fallout, which somehow I missed out on even though I asked for it incessantly.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it.
Yep, so I just have those mods installed in addition to some of my own additional mods, some quest mods like Helgen Reborn, Skyrim Bruma, which I'll do later, and some character preset mods and overlays for skins and tattoos. And some extra weapon and armor mods. Immersive armor, immersive weapon. So that's what I'm just starting a new game. I'm playing Skyrim with these brand new graphics. I'm at 3070, just playing it through like a brand new person. I'm going to explore every nook and cranny if I can, as long as life doesn't get in the way. And I'm going to try to explore it as best I can. Maybe do a region-based exploration. So when I'm in like each of the holds, I'll explore that entire hold and its surroundings before I go to another hold. Even if I'm on a main quest or some other quest, you know, just enjoy it, explore it. And then maybe at the end when I'm done, I will go to Bruma. Okay, from a story perspective, I named myself after a historical Islamic general, Khalid ibn Walid. Look him up, very popular, very strong general, undefeated. He is known as the Sword of God. I thought it was appropriate for my Dragonborn type character. He was a leading general in the early Islamic period, helped Islam expand. So I just thought it was appropriate for my Dragonborn Nord character. I'm using a preset, modified preset. Yeah, and his story is he coming from Cyrodiil. He is from Bruma actually. But he sold his estate and decided to move to Skyrim, back to his homeland, after he heard there was a civil war happening. So he was going to try to see what's up with that and see if he can do anything to help the common folk avoid the disastrous consequences of the civil war. So he's just trying to help people out, you know. And so that's basically his goal. He will obviously get entangled into the main quest and the Civil War quest, and we'll see which side he goes with. Which side he thinks is strategically the best options. Right now he's with the Stormcloak Ralof, because he was held prisoner with them. But yeah, he is a character with a strong moral center. He's also a warrior. He loves to fight, but not fight in a blind, kill you type of way. He likes to fight with honor and competition. He isn't afraid to kill. He gets adrenaline. It's like a natural de-stressor for him to fight. He also enjoys reading books. He's a scholar. So he's a warrior and a scholar. He enjoys reading books a lot, so you might see that. I have a glowing book mod installed. He has a sense of humor with people that he's close to. Yeah, he's more relaxed. Otherwise, he's very strict, straightforward, polite individual. And strong. Yeah. He loves exploration and learning. Go. So yeah, that's the background for this character, Khalid ibn Walid. Let's go. The Nord. Let's keep on.
Thing was a dragon, no doubt.
I'll show you how he looks like later
the
on.
Children's stories and the legends.
I'll show you right now.
The harbingers of the end times. We better
There he
get moving.
is. He has this little short
Come here.
little
Let me see if I can get
samurai
those
tie back in the back. He has a little side hair right here. It's not quite
Let's
black
cut you
hair.
loose.
It's not quite brown. It's something in between. He has some glowing stuff happening. Some glowing tattoo
Come
on
on.
his face.
You
His
need
eyes are
your hands
glowing.
free.
He was born with this genetic mutation according to the alchemists and the magicians when he was born.
Those spines aren't going
They
to
can't
cut
explain why he
themselves.
has these glowing qualities. They say it might be him having extra magic or
Let's
some
cut
genetic
you loose.
mutation or some danger possession, just all types of theories. Obviously it's because he's dragonborn. He has this glowing
Those
quality.
spines aren't going to
Those
cut
runes
themselves.
are additional powers as a dragonborn, which we'll discover later. Let's continue, and he's well built, because of
Those
glory.
spines aren't going to cut themselves. There you go. You may as well take Gunjar's gear. He won't be needing it anymore.
Indeed. Okay. See, I'm pretty well built.
Gunjar isn't coming back from the dead. Take his armor and anything else on him. That armor on Gunjar isn't doing him any good. Go ahead. Oh,
Okay. Iron axe. Storm cloak. Killed ass. Alright.
right. Get that armor on. Get that axe.
Flame, heal. Go with heal. Nords are pretty good with restoration. Okay. He's gonna be mainly a warrior. I haven't decided if they're gonna be single-handed or double-handed. If he's single-handed, he'll have the restoration skill tree and his shield. He's not really gonna be adept at magic except for shouting. Shouting is gonna be his main magic. Other than that, healing. That's pretty much it. Maybe later on near end game or really deep into the game, I'll have some of the other magic. It's like a ultimate god level dragonborn mastery situation where I have to master all the magics. But for now, it's gonna be restoration for practical purposes because he did grow up in Cyrodiil, and the Imperials are really good at restoration magic. And the shots because he's dragonborn. That's why, and he's forced to have this type of magic, the dragonborn shot magic. So that's gonna be his thing.
If you swing, I'm going to
One-handed or
see if I
two-handed,
can
we'll
find
see.
some way out of here. Ah, this one's locked. Let's
Or
see
maybe
about
both.
that gate.
I am a Nord, I'm strong. I am a martial artist. He is a martial artist, so he's good at multiple things. Hand to hand. But the main thing is gonna be melee.
No
weapon.
way to open
Archery
from
might
outside.
be not too much. But,
Come on,
Imperials!
soldier! Keep
Take
moving!
cover!
It's the escaped prisoners!
aha. Oh, that's just good.
Get away!
What's going on? Here. The distrust off the Imperial Captain. I wish you were the other one, but I guess he's a bit too inclined. Ooh, he's strong. Better.
Maybe one of the superior... See if you can unlock
Hope
that
you
door.
end up in Bobbing Gourmet to your sister. Axe. Sell this stuff. Sweet. I look good. Look at this. It's covering up my... doing something.
Unlock that door and let's get out of here.
Okay. I have a helmet on. Is there a setting I could hide my helmet? Display. Guess not.
Find the key. See if it unlocks that door.
Yeah, let's go with defense for now.
That's it. Come on. Let's get out of here before the dragon brings the whole tower down on our heads.
That's something I feel more comfortable with. I don't know why. Even my most powerful Skyrim playthrough was that. But they're okay.
Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy.
Grab everything important and let's move. Dragon's burning everything to the ground.
I just need to gather some more potions.
Stormcloak!
Random and bust up Imperial Soldier.
No more. I yield. I yield. No more.
Only meant.
Storeroom. See if you can find any potions. We'll need them.
Right, sell some of this, right?
Done? Let's keep moving. Troll's blood. It's a torture room. Hear that?
Combat's definitely different. You feel it. Even something I can't even hit him. My boy Ball, he's doing it there. Take you out your misery, buddy. See? When they heal, you can't even touch him. Yeah, you can't hit them when they're yielding.
Was Jarl Ulfric with you?
No, I haven't seen him since the dragon show.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage. Ah, it's locked. See if you can get it open with some picks.
The Book of the Dragonborn by Prior Emmeline Latrine, Order of Talos, Waynen Priory, year 360 of the Third Era, a while ago. 21st of the reign of His Majesty Pelagius IV. Many people have heard the term Dragonborn. We of course rule by the Dragon-born emperors, but the true meaning of the term is not commonly understood. For those of us in the Order of Talos, this is the subject near and dear to our hearts. And in this book I will attempt to illuminate the history and the significance of those known as Dragonborn down through the ages. Most scholars agree that the term was first used in connection with the Covenant of Akatosh, when the blessed Saint Alicia was given the Amulet of Kings and the dragon fires in the Temple of the One were first lit. Akatosh, looking with pity upon the plight of men, drew precious blood from his own heart and blessed Saint Alicia with his blood of dragon, and made a covenant that so as long as Alicia's generations were true to the dragon blood, Akatosh would endeavor to seal tight the gates of oblivion, and to deny the armies of Daedra and undead to their enemies, the Daedra-loving aliens. Those blessed by Akatosh with the dragon blood became known more simply as Dragonborn. The connection with the rulers of the Empire was thus there from the beginning. Only those of the dragon blood were able to wear the Amulet of Kings and the light of the dragon fires. All the legitimate rulers of the Empire have been Dragonborn, emperors and empresses of the first Cyrodiilic Empire founded by Alicia, Riemann Cyrodiil and his heirs, and of course Tiber Septim and his heirs, down to our current emperor, His Majesty Pelagius Septim IV. Because of his connection with the emperors, however, the other significance of the Dragonborn has been obscured and largely forgotten by all but scholars and those of us decided to the service of the blessed Talos, who was Tiber Septim. Very few. Actually, you should watch the video by Drew Mora on YouTube on Tiber Septim. You'll see he was 3 different things. Very few realize that being Dragonborn is not a simple matter of heredity, being the blessing of Akatosh himself. It is beyond our understanding exactly how and why it is bestowed. Those who become emperor in the light of the dragonfire are surely Dragonborn. The proof is in the wearing of the amulet and the lighting of the fires. But were they Dragonborn and thus able to do these things? Or was the doing of the blessing of Akatosh descending upon them? All that we can say is that it is both and neither a divine mystery. The line of Septims have all been Dragonborn, of course, which is one reason the simplistic notion of it being hereditary has become so commonplace. But we know for certain that the early Cyrodiilic rulers were not all related. There was also no evidence that Riemann Cyrodiil was descended from Alicia, although there are many legends that would make it so. Most of them dating from the time of Riemann and likely attempts to legitimize his rule. We know that the plagues, usually thought of as the emperor's bodyguards, originated in Akaviri crusaders who invaded Tamriel for obscure reasons. In the late First Era, they appear to have been searching for a Dragonborn. The events at Pale Pass bear this out, and the Akaviri were the first to proclaim Riemann Cyrodiil as Dragonborn. In fact, it was the Akaviri who did the most to promote his standing as emperor, although Riemann himself never took that title in his lifetime. Of course, there is no known hereditary connection between Tiber Septim and any of the previous Dragonborn rulers of Tamriel. Whether there can be any more than one Dragonborn at any time is another mystery. The emperors have done their best to dismiss this notion, but of course the imperial succession means that at the very least there are two or more potential Dragonborn at any time. The current ruler and her heirs. The history of the Blades also hints at this, although little is known of their activities during the interregnum between Reman's empire and the rise of Tiber Septim. Many believe that the Blades continued to search out and guard those they believed were or might be Dragonborn during this time. Lastly, we come to the question of the true meaning of being Dragonborn. The connection with dragons is so obvious that it has almost been forgotten. In these days, when dragons or a distant memory, we forget that in the early days, being Dragonborn meant having the dragon blood. Some scholars believe that this was meant quite literally, although the exact significance is not known. Norse tell tales of Dragonborn heroes who were great dragon slayers, able to steal the power of the dragons they killed. Indeed, it is well known that the Akaviri sought out and killed many dragons during their invasion, and there is some evidence that this continued after they became Riemann Citadel's Dragon Guard. Again, the connection to dragons, the direct predecessors to the Blades of today. I leave you with what is known as the prophecy of the Dragonborn. It often said to originate in an Elder Scroll, although it is sometimes also attributed to the ancient Akaviri. Many have attempted to decipher it, and many have also believed that its omens had been fulfilled and that the advent of the last Dragonborn was at hand. I make no claims as an interpreter of prophecy, but it does suggest that the true significance of Akatosh's gift to mortal-kind has yet to be fully understood. When Mistral takes its place at the eight corners of the world, when the brass tower walks and time is reshaped, when the thrice blessed fail and the red tower trembles, when the Dragonborn ruler loses his throne and the white tower falls, when the snow tower lies sundered, kingless, bleeding, the world eater wakes and the wheel turns upon the last Dragonborn.
We might need that gold once we get out. Grab anything useful and let's go.
The only thing I don't like is, yes, they're glowing, so I know I didn't read them. I just wish there was a way to pick up books without reading them first automatically. You know what I'm saying? So it stays glowing. Guess we can't have everything. Just This note explains how to use the back shields mod and provides reset options. Useful. Brief history of the Empire. Brief history of the Empire. See if that happens. Yeah, automatically reads. That's what's annoying about it. If I were to drop this. Part 1 by Stronak Katoj, Brother Imperial History. Before the rule of Tiber Septim, all Tamriel was in chaos. The poet, Truseus, called that period of continuous unrest days and nights of blood and venom. The kings were a petty lot of grasping tyrants who fought Tiber's attempts to bring order to the land. But they were as disorganized as they were desolate, and the strong hand of Septim brought peace forcibly to Tamriel. The year was Second Era, 896. The following year, the Emperor declared the beginning of a new era. Thus began the Third Era, year Aught. But the Emperor can just declare a new era. Interesting. For 38 years, the Emperor Tiber reigned supreme. It was a lawful, pious, and glorious age, when justice was known to one and all. Serfs do sovereign. On Tiber's death, it reigned for an entire fortnight, as if the land of Tamriel itself was weeping. The Emperor's grandson, Pelagius, came to the throne. Though his reign was short, he was as strong and resolute as his father had been, and Tamriel could have enjoyed a continuation of the Golden Age. Alas, an unknown enemy of the Septim family hired that accursed organization of cutthroats, the Dark Brotherhood, to kill the Emperor Pelagius I, as he knelt at prayer at the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. Pelagius I's reign lasted less than 3 years. Pelagius had no living children, so the crown imperial passed to his first cousin, the daughter of Tiber's brother, Agnorith. Kentira, former queen of Silvanar, assumed the throne as Kentira I. Her reign was blessed with prosperity and good harvests, and she herself was an avid patroness of art, music, and dance. Kentira's son was crowned after her death, first emperor of Tamriel to use the imperial name Uriel. Uriel I was the great lawmaker of the Septim dynasty, and a promoter of independent organizations and guilds. Under his kind but firm hand, Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild increased in prominence throughout Tamriel. Interesting. I'm sure his mother had a huge influence on him to be such a man, right? As queen. I'm sure he learned a lot from her. It's been sad when she passed away. His son and successor, Uriel II, reigned for 18 years, from the death of Uriel I in the Third Era 64 to Pelagius II's accession in Third Era 82. Tragically, the rule of Uriel II was cursed with blights, plagues, and insurrections. The tenderness he inherited from his father did not serve Tamriel well, and little justice was done. Indeed, hard times create strong men create peacetime create weak men create hard times create strong men, etc., etc., etc. Pelagius II inherited not only the throne from his father, but the depth from the latter's poor financial and judicial management. Pelagius dismissed all of the elder council and allowed only those willing to pay great sums to resume their seats. He incurred similar acts among his vassals, kings of Tamriel, and by the end of his 17-year reign, Tamriel had returned returned to prosperity. Interesting. He was pretty strict with the money. And I guess the kings are outranked by an emperor. His critics, however, have suggested that any advisor possessed of wisdom, if not of gold, had been summarily ousted by Pelagius. This may have led to some of the troubles his son, Antiochus, faced when he, in turn, became emperor. Antiochus was certainly one of the more flamboyant members of the usually austere Septim family. He had numerous mistresses and nearly as many wives, and was renowned for the grandeur of his dress and his high good humor. Unfortunately, his reign was rife with civil war, surpassing even that of his grandfather Uriel II. Kintara had Uriel I. Uriel I, his son, Uriel II reigned for 18 years, when Uriel I died in 3rd Era 64 to Pelagius. His Uriel II's son, Pelagius' concession to 92. He did help with the debt issue, though. Pelagius, Uriel II's son. The War of the Isle in 3rd Era 110, 12 years after Antiochus assumed the throne, nearly took the province of Somerset Isle away from Tamriel. At some point, Somerset Isle was part of Tamriel, but eventually they did lose it. The united alliance with the kings of Somerset and Antiochus only managed to defeat King Orgum of the island kingdom of Pandonia due to the freak storm. Legend credits the sacred border of the Isle of Artaeum, the source behind the temple listed. Interesting. The story of Kintira II, heiress to her father Antiochus, his throne, is certainly one of the saddest tales in imperial history. So he named his daughter after his grandmother. Uriel. Oh, no. Uriel II. Great-grandfather of Kintara's husband. And that's his great-grandmother. He named her after his great-grandmother. The history of the Empire starts with Tiber's son to not even of Lycia. Interesting. He ruled for 38 years in Tiber's death. Pelagius came to the pound, to his reign was short, he was strong with root. His father he was assassinated. To his first cousin, a daughter of Tiber's brother. So I went to the cousin, not direct. So are they still Dragonborn at this point? Interesting. That does bring to the question. Quintana, heiress to her father Antiochus, still certainly added. Her first cousin, Uriel, son of Queen Potema of Solitude, accused Kintera of being a bastard, alluding to the infamous decadence of the imperial city during her father's reign. When this accusation failed to stop her coronation, Uriel bought the support of several disgruntled kings of High Rock, Skyrim, and Morrowind, and with Queen Potema's assistance he coordinated 3 attacks on the Septim Empire. The first attack occurred in the Iliac Bay region, which separates High Rock and Hammerfell. Kintara's entourage was massacred and the Empress taken captive. For 2 years, Kintara II languished in an imperial prison, believed to be somewhere in Glenpoint or Glenmorrow, before she was slain in her cell under mysterious circumstances. Oh. His daughter was killed, that's so sad. Second attack was on a series of Imperial garrisons along the coastal Morrowind Islands. The Empress's consort, Content Arnes, fell defending the forts. The third and final attack was a siege of the Imperial city of Cyrodiil, that's the name of the province, occurring after the Elder Council had split up the army to attack western High Rock and eastern Morrowind. The weakened government had little defense against Uriel's determined aggression and capitulated after only a fortnight of resistance. Uriel took the throne that same evening and proclaimed himself Uriel III, Emperor of Tamriel. The year was 3rd Era 121. Thus began the War of the Red Diamond, described in Volume 2 of this series. Interesting. Pretty interesting history. Would you look at that? Volume 1 of the series described in brief the lives of the first 8 emperors of the Septim dynasty, beginning with the glorious Tiber Septim and ending with his great-great-great-great-grandniece, Kintira II, grandniece. Well, no, it is his daughter, it is his first cousin. They still have dragon blood because they're siblings of Tiber Septim. And if he's has a dragon blood, and he's a children anyways. If multiple children can have the dragon blood at once, then, well, they probably do have it. Kintara's murder in Glen Point, while in captivity, is considered by some to be the end of the pure strain of Septim blood in the imperial family. Certainly it marks the end of something significant. Uriel III not only proclaimed himself Emperor of Tamriel, but also Uriel Septim III, taking the eminent surname as a title. In truth, his surname was Mantiarco from his father's line. In time, Uriel III was deposed and his crimes reviled, but the tradition of taking the name Septim as a title for the Emperor of Tamriel did not die with him. Like the title Caesar, or the Holy Roman Emperor, gives you legitimacy, even though you're not even Rome anymore, but Germany, or what we call modern-day Germany. For 6 years, the War of the Red Diamond, which takes its name from the Septim family's famous badge, tore the empire apart. The combatants were the 3 surviving children of Pelagius II, Potema, Zephyrus, and Magnus, and their various offspring. Potema, of course, supported her son Uriel III and had... so Pelagius II had other children other than the Emperor Antiochus, or whatever his name was. So she killed her. Wow, she killed her own family. Wow, she awesome. Cutthroat people. Potema, of course, supported her son Uriel III and had the combined support of all of Skyrim and northern Morrowind. With the efforts of Zephyrus and Magnus, however, the province of High Rock turned coat. The provinces of Hammerfell, Somerset Isle, Valenwood, elsewhere in Black Marsh, were divided in their loyalty, but most kings supported Zephyrus and Magnus. In the 3rd Era 127, Uriel III was captured at the Battle of Echidag in Hammerfell. En route to his trial in the Imperial City, a mob overtook his prisoner's carriage and burned him alive within it. Oh my god. Well, once we get through killing Kintara II, that poor child. His captor and uncle continued on to the Imperial City, and by common acclaim was proclaimed Zephyrus first Emperor of Tamriel. Zephyrus' reign was marked by nothing but war. By all accounts, he was a kind, intelligent man, but what Tamriel needed was a great warrior, and he, fortunately, was that. Oh, okay. It took an additional 10 years of constant warfare for him to defeat his sister, Potema, the so-called Wolf Queen of Solitude, who died in the siege of her city-state in the year 137. Zephyrus survived. Poor her. That's what she gets for killing her own niece. Zephyrus survived his sister by only 3 years. He never had time during the war years to marry, so it was his brother, the 4th child of Pelagius II, who assumed the throne. The Emperor Magnus was old, the elderly, when he took up the imperial diadem, and the business of punishing the traitorous kings of the War of the Red Diamond drained much of his remaining strength. Legend accuses Magnus' son and heir, Pelagius III, of patricide, but that seems highly unlikely for no other reason than that Pelagius was king of Solitude following the death of Potema and seldom visited the imperial city. Pelagius III, sometimes called Pelagius the Mad, was proclaimed emperor in the 145th year of the Third Era. Damn, what movement. Almost from the start, his eccentricities of behavior were noted at court. He embarrassed dignitaries, offended his vassal kings, and on occasion it marked the end of an imperial grand ball by attempting to hang himself. What the hell? His long-suffering wife was finally awarded the regency of Tamriel, and Pelagius III was sent to a series of healing institutions and asylums until his death in the Third Era, 153. That's good. 8 years at the age of 34. Wow. The Empress Regent of Tamriel was proclaimed Empress Kataria I upon the death of her husband. Some who do not mark the end of the Septim bloodline with the death of Kentaria II consider the ascendancy of this dark elf woman the true mark of its decline. Her defenders, on the other hand, assert that though Kataria was not descended from Tiber, the son she had with Pelagius was, so the imperial chain did continue. Despite racist assertions to the contrary, Kataria's 46-year reign was one of the most celebrated in Tamriel's history. Holy crap, okay girl, okay Dark Elf Queen. Uncomfortable in the imperial city, Kataria travels extensively throughout the empire. Such as no emperor ever had since Tiber's day, she repaired much of the damage that previous emperors' broken alliances and bungled diplomacy created. Well, women are a lot more sociable and a lot more agreeable to peace and discussion and building relationships than men are, which has its pros and cons as well. The people of Tamriel came to love their empress far more than the nobility did. Kataria's death in a minor skirmish in Blackmarsh is a favorite subject of conspiracy-minded historians. The sage Montelius's discovery, for instance, of a disenfranchised branch of the Septim family and their involvement with the skirmish was a revelation indeed. When Cassander assumed the throne upon the death of his mother, the sage Montelius's discovery, for instance, of a disenfranchised branch of the Septim family and their involvement with the skirmish was a revelation indeed. When Cassander assumed the throne upon the death of his mother, he was already middle-aged. Only half elven, he aged like a Breton. In fact, he had left the rule of Wayrest to his half-brother Uriel due to poor health. Nevertheless, the only true blood relation of Pelagius, and thus Tiber, he was pressed into accepting the throne. To no one's surprise, the Emperor Cassander's reign did not last long. In 2 years, he joined his predecessors in eternal slumber. Uriel Lariat, Cassander's half-brother, and the child of Kataria I and her imperial consort, Gelivia Lariat, after the death of Pelagius III, she had a consort, nice, she another child, left the kingdom of Wayrest to reign as Uriel IV. Legally, Uriel IV was a septim. Cassander had adopted him into the royal family when he had become king of Wayrest. Is that in like High Rock? Nevertheless, for the council and the people of Tamriel, he was the bastard child of Kataria. Uriel did not possess the dynamism of his mother, and his long 43-year reign was a hotbed of sedition. Uriel's fourth story is told in the third volume of the series. Okay. It's actually some interesting lore. I never took the time to fully read this stuff, so it's been a minute since I read it. Oh, bruh. Quick save. Oh, my brother. Just escape. Oh, you bastard. Good textures. Oh, I got blood on my cape. At least still I'm still glowing. But let's go. Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Come on, let's go.
Die, dog!
2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. It is Petelius. Oh, they actually got names, okay. Sorry, Petelius, I'm gonna have to kill you, my boy.
Victory is yours.
Healing and shield. Agner 2 gold. Agrenar 2 gold. Sorry, my friend. We're gonna slice and dice you to ribbons.
Go on ahead. See if the is clear.
I keep watching.
Oh, here. Nice. Shield weapon combination registered.
They should have put them through here. Can't. Guide the boat.
Let's see where this goes. Better push on. The rest of them will have to find another way out.
Wait, what? Oh. I never actually realized that those dragons were over there. This was the way I could go. Usually I'm making you on Today you're egging me on. Okay, buddy, let's go. Oh, look at that water.
That doesn't go anywhere. Guess we better try this way.
Let's try the bow. Ooh, did I kill that John? Ooh, I'm good. I'm good.
Hate those down. Too many snow.
You. Thank you. Thank you. Okay then.
Come on, hurry up. Hold up! There's a bear just ahead.
Yes, I do.
See her? I'd rather not tangle with her right now. Try to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow. Watch where you step. Sneaking is overrated, eh?
Crap. You are worthy of the Stormcloak title, my friend. Damn, those bastards weren't that lucky.
That looks like the way out. I knew we'd make it.
Did you now? Let us go to Skyrim. That sky ship. Where does it take me to? Elsewhere? I didn't install that mod, so I don't know why it says there. The innkeeper mammoths are a common sight in the tundra of Skyrim and are often herded by the giants. Many species of bear roam Skyrim's wilds. They are fearsome creatures, but often when the High King dies, the Earl of Skyrim could mean a moat to elect a new High King. Bone mold armor. Interesting. Hopefully the mod. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. No, thank you. I have something else for this. Oh, it's beautiful.
There he goes. Looks like he's gone for good this time. No way to know if anyone else made it out alive. But this place is going to be swarming with Imperials soon enough. Better clear out of here. My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood, just up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Thank you. Interesting. With all this mods installed, I'm getting like 45 in this heavily vitality mode. That's the need to eat, drink, and sleep. That's the 3 attributes: hunger, thirst, and fatigue. Grow. Vitality reduced. The attributes will grow slowly as you travel the land. When your attribute jumps, will die. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful. Just look. There's cheese. World map. Hey. I wonder if there's a world map that can discern the different holes, you know, so I can explore. I know this is probably Valkyrie hole down here. This is Markoth. Morthal hold. This is the White Run hold. Markoth hold. Actually, no, I can kind of. Actually, no, I can discern it. Wait, part end here. And Morthal's probably like all this here. Solitude's hold is probably all this here. Here. Winter hold. One home is probably all here, including this. Distance probably all this. North one is probably all this. But I need a map that can discern it. That might make it a lot easier for me long term. Wow. Oof. Look at that, bruh. Let's do another picture. Take a picture with me. Boom. Let's take off some helmet. Let's put my original stuff. Novice, mage. Take off all the shield. Wow. This is Khalid ibn Walid, the Nord warrior, born with a genetic anomaly that has been given many theories by mages, alchemists, conspiracy theorists, and historians. Some say he's possessed by a Daedra, some say he is gifted with extra magic, others say he is a monster, a demon of some kind. Nobody knows. Some say he is infected by Dwemer technology, and he is from Bruma. He has lived there, but he sold his estate after his parents passed away. He came to Skyrim to go back to his roots, find a home here, and to see if he can help people during this time of strife that the Nords are facing in Skyrim. That's his goal. What can he do to help? He is a martial artist, a warrior, scholar. He enjoys reading books. He enjoys learning about history, politics, science, the world around him, nature. He enjoys smithing and doing manly activities like making weapons, exercising martial arts with weapons and hands. And you can see from his build. So let this humble warrior walk. Interesting. I wonder if I took this. Yep. There you go. So let us wear our humble cloak. Walk. Couple is a camp to the south. Helgen. There's some houses there. Obviously the tomb that I want to go to is another house. Camps this way. Let's favorite this. Iron piece for now. Iron tree. Okay. Go up here. There's something. Okay, so my footprint does leave something below. Okay, let's come upon. They got some strong weapons here. I don't want to get carried away when we first get here. Explore Foul Creek. Does the main quest take me to Foul Creek at any point? Okay, because apparently I don't even know. Pushed. Oh, this is the bad camp. Frame rate. 37, he was struggling. 4090 on the other hand. I will do pretty a lot better. Wow. Oh. Just gotta take some pictures. Where was that camp? I could go back there. You can cook some meals. You can open rooms. Bone break. It's not. Concrete hole is so beautiful. What the hell's that? Oh crap.
Enough! This ends now!
some damage. Mesenius Sabicius. Love it, nice. Mace, axe, mace. Alright, mace, the mace of blood ball. That was like weapon in a previous life, huh? Here we go. Oh shit. Justa Alithia.
This is the end for you.
The hell? You at? Where you at, Justa? Where you at, Justa? Achilles. Sure you are. Oh, come on, girl.
I'll kill you.
Fishing in these parts for years.
It shows you are a skilled warrior. Okay. Quick thing. Definitely going to be a struggle for my 3070. Because the 3070 only had like 8 gigabytes of RAM. So like a 3080, 3090, I think I'll be fine. But if you play these, the other products, it should be easier. I hope. Damn, boy. Help a brother out, help a brother out, help a brother out, help a brother out. Oh, crap. Keep you to the house.
Are you feeling sick?
Yeah, I am. Ooh, rail off. Oh, for a little wood. How you taller than me, rail off? What the hell's going on? Why do I feel short? But rail off. Oh,
Feindal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him.
good for you. Oh, bro.
Put that down.
I will. Getting out your way, feature scripted. Hello, little child. Rodnir.
I heard Lucan yelling the other day about a thief breaking into a store. It wasn't me, honest.
Good for you. Hello. Blah.
Brother, Mara's mercy, it's good to see you. But is it safe for you to be here? We heard that Ulfric got captured.
Gerder, I'm fine. At least now I am.
Are you hurt? What's happened? And who is this? One of your comrades?
Not a comrade yet. A friend. I owe him my life, in fact. Is there somewhere we can talk? There's no telling when the news from Helgen will reach the Imperials.
Helgen? Has something happened? You're right. Follow me. Pod, come here a minute. I need your help with something.
What is it, woman? Sven drunk on the job again?
Pod, just come here.
Rayloff, what are you doing here? I'll be right down.
Good to see you, my boy.
Uncle Rayla, can I see your axe? How many Imperials have you killed? Do you really know Ulfric Stormcloak?
Hush, Frodnar. This is no time for your games. Go and watch the South Road. Come find us if you see any Imperial soldiers coming.
Aw, Mama. I want to stay and talk with Uncle Rayla.
Look at you. Almost a grown man. Won't be long before you'll be joining the fight yourself.
That's right. Don't worry, Uncle Rayla. I won't let those soldiers sneak up on you.
Now, Rayloff, what's going on? You two look pretty well done in. I can't remember when I last slept. Where to start? Well, the news you heard about Ulfric was true.
My boy
The
laying
Imperials
back.
ambushed us outside Darkwater Crossing. Like they knew exactly where we'd be. That was 2 days ago now. We stopped in Helgen this morning.
Oh wait, did I take off my...
all over. Had us lined up to the headsman's block and ready to start chopping.
The cowards.
They wouldn't dare give Ulfric a fair trial. Treason for fighting for your own people. All of Skyrim would have seen the truth then. But then, out of nowhere, a dragon attacked.
You don't mean a real live?
I can hardly believe it myself. And I was there. As strange as it sounds, we'd be dead if not for that dragon. In the confusion, we managed to slip away. Are we really the first to make it to Riverwood?
Nobody else has come up the south road today, as far as I know.
Good. Maybe we can lay up for a while. I hate to put your family in danger, Gerda, but...
Nonsense. You and your friend are welcome to stay here as long as you need. Let me worry about the Imperials. Any friend of Raylov's is a friend of mine. Here's the key to the house. Stay as long as you like. If there is anything else you need, just let me know.
Satiate for 600 seconds. Burning health reduced by 12%. Your enjoyment improves your health by 12 points for 300 seconds. Increased by 10 points. Thirst is quenched for 300 seconds. It burns stamina regeneration for 8%. Do need most of this crap.
There is something you could do for me. For all of us here.
Really?
The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Thanks, sister. I knew we could count on you.
I ought to get back to work before I missed, but did anyone else escape? Did Ulfric?
Don't worry. I'm sure he made it out. It'll take more than a dragon to stop Ulfric's stormcloak. I'll let them into the house and, you know, show them where everything is.
Help them drink up our mead, you mean?
There.
Good luck.
Smithing, blocking, one-handed.
Brother, I'll see you later.
Stamina fatigue, so my stamina stack is sleep. That's 120.
Luck, brother.
Reading, so it does increase it for 300 seconds. Actually useful.
I'll see you later.
I know how to lay low.
Thank you. Let us go to sleep for the night. Ah, look at the Milky Way.
I told you my sister would help us out.
Yes, you did, Wayloff. Yes, you did, my friend. there. Now it's all the way over here. I usually don't go here, so...
You know, you saw a dragon, did you? Apologies. Tell me, what was it like? As big as a house? Watch what you're doing. Hey, boy. I heard... you nailed a septum into Lucan's doorstep. Damn near... drove him crazy. That true?
Sure I did.
First stages for 300 seconds of health regeneration. Enjoyment improves your health by 8 points.
And I'd do it again.
Ah! Good. Had your name written all over it, that one did.
It's actually useful.
I bet my Uncle Rayloff is tougher than you are.
This cures my fatigue. Vitality bonus added if you... I have a fever. Okay. At least the fatigue is gone. Oh, no, that's a drag. I was a freaking priest. This is not. Okay.
Hey there. Talos guide to you. Just head north. Jarl Balgruuf still hasn't declared for one side or the other. So at least you won't run into any Imperials along the way. Damn right. Just like all true sons of Skyrim should. You should come to Windhelm with me and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire here today. If anyone will know what the coming of the dragon means, it's Ulfric.
Do you know where the dragon came from?
Well, maybe not. Dragons haven't been seen in Skyrim for an age or more. But wherever that dragon came from, and whatever it wants, Ulfric will get to the bottom of it. You can count on that. Besides, you have your own score to settle with the Empire now. And with that dragon.
You make a very good case. Maybe I will go to Windhelm. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah, sure, I understand. No need to decide now.
I want to investigate.
But I know that after you think about what you saw today, you'll realize that Skyrim deserves to be free. Fight, or die well.
Why were you... Well,
Ulfric's capital. I'll be sure to put in a good word if I get to Windhelm ahead of you.
That dragon on your side.
What? Oh, hardly. I don't think even Ulfric could pull a dragon out of his pocket. Lucky for us it attacked when it did, eh? I wasn't looking forward to getting a shave from the Imperial
so I'll
heads.
ask you all the questions I can to get all the answers I can. Because I am a scholar, intellect. I like to think things through, what these dragons mean, why they had helped us, or was it a coincidence? So thank you for answering. By the way, why were you being executed?
Seriously? You don't know? That was Ulfric Stormcloak himself. Right. The leader of our fight against the Empire. I forget that most people don't know what he looks like, except for those Imperial wanted posters. I was assigned to Ulfric's guard. We were on our way to Darkwater Crossing, in the south of Eastmarch. The Imperials were waiting for us. As pretty an ambush as I ever saw. We were outnumbered 5 to 1 at least. Ulfric ordered us to stop fighting. Didn't want us all to die for nothing, I guess. I thought they were taking us south to Cyrodiil. Parade us in front of the Emperor. But then, we stopped in Helgen. And you know the rest. I was assigned the Imperials.
Yeah.
Waiting for us.
Alright, I guess next
As
time.
pretty an ambush as I ever
I got all
saw.
the information I can get out of him.
We're outnumbered 5
So
to
look
1
around
at
here
least.
now.